Good afternoon, Professor Page and my fellow classmates. Let me just say the first hardest thing I had to do was get my afro correct. But hey, we're here on week 8, and I'm truly gonna miss you all. This has been a great experience. Let me say that first of all. We're gonna work on our persuasive speeches for this week. As I spoke earlier in this course, if anyone had a chance to view it, it was my last final speech was going to be on education. I have two different conflicts that really bothers me with education today. The first and foremost is technology, and the second one is the testing that the kids have to go through when getting prepared to go to the next grade. So the very most important thing to me is that it seems as though my kids have been coming home to me every day this school year. School started here the end of August in the state of Georgia. I live in a small town, but they're so excited about getting. First, they said on the news that the kids was gonna get iPads for their classes. For each class, they were gonna have an iPad. And then the next thing, well, now they're saying that the kids are going to have laptops. What really bothers me the most is like today, today, and then the other day I asked my kids, I'm like, can you tell me where's the glossary? Like, what's the glossary? And they're looking around like, no, but we know what Google is. And it's like, no, a glossary. So my daughter was, after she thought about it for a second, and her and my son both said the same thing. Oh, it's at the back of the book. Then today they said it again today when they was talking about they going over to the laptops. What is the index? Neither one of them had a clue what the index was. Me personally thinks that the kids are already overwhelmed with the different technology in the world. You know, they have the video games. They have the computers, they have the iPads, they have the laptops, they have the tablets. They have the phones, the smartphones. Like, technology is really taking over our world, and I really do think that it's very imperative that our kids understand the black and white first. They need to understand what it is to go and look up a word, the word different. They need to know the first you got to go find the D's in the dictionary, and then turn around and, find the I, and, just find their way so they can know the black and white is the most important thing. And they're teaching kids right now, and we talk about my daughter's in the 3rd grade. My son's in the 4th grade. So we talk about early age. Yes, the kids need to know technology because that's the way the world is going right now. I truly do agree with that. But I think their first 5 years of school, well, not 5 years, it's more like a year and a half. It seems like it goes on forever. But at least till they get to the 5th grade, maybe in the 5th grade, yes, or the 4th grade, yes, get them a little bit. You got to give, these days you have to give kids small things at a time. Because if you give them too much, they can't handle it. And they just go outrageous. Then you're going to find, you can think about how technology have got so many people in trouble over the years, just here recently. Or better yet, how technology, even with healthcare, even with different things that's going on in the world, technology is literally taking over. But I think that we need to first know what the black and white is. And we know, but the kids need to know the importance of the black and white. Because what if the computer shut down? What if Google cannot answer your question? That's just like I'm a full-time college student right now. Hey, we're in class. I know what it is to pick up a book, go read and find the answer. And the kids, they don't know that because the technology makes it so simple, so easy for them. So that's my first argument, is that I would like to say I think it's very imperative that the kids know the black and white of education. They know the importance of how to go dig deeper than a computer to find their answer. Because their mind can lead them the way very easily. That's my number one concern. My second concern is that the testing, I live in the state of Georgia. Once again, if I've not have already said this before. And in the state of Georgia, they have kids in the third, the fifth, the eighth, I want to say the 11th grade. They have to pass a state standardized test in order for them to graduate or to go further to the next grade. This child could have did a great job all school year long. But if they don't score that 820 or 821 on that state test, guess what? They still stay back. I have had a son and a nephew that was victim to that. And we all know, even individual, hey, one of my classes I had this semester, I just took a final for it. A in the class, and just thank God I have an A in the class. But we all are not test takers. And I'm pretty sure that test was much easier than I made it to be. I mean, much easier than, to me, it was hard. But, it's about being test takers. Some people are test takers, and a lot of us are not. And we have to learn to face the fact, but at the same time, I don't think they should put these kids up under certain pressure. You already got in order to get into college, they're going to give you a standardized test. Why not wait till they get to college to take that standardized test? That's not here nor there. Or better yet, even if you want to test them, let them be like a graduation test. But not when they're in elementary school and they're a good student. Like when it came up, we took I think it was called the TBS or the IBS. Whatever the test was that we took, it didn't count against us. But now they're making this count against the kids, where you could have been an AB student. But if you can't pass the state test, you're going to stay back. It's not fair. So I really do think we need to reevaluate, first and foremost, what we decide for the younger generation to lead them into adulthood, as far as technology, as far as knowing the book smarts for school. The first thing that should be presented to them is a book. Once again, that is just my insights. But I truly feel as though that, if we all come together as a community, the importance of to know the basics. As long as you can go back to the basics, that's the point of this situation. Either way it goes, the basics. As long as our kids know that they're our future, they are the ones that's the most important when we're not here. And like I tell mine all the time, somebody fought hard for me to get to where I am. So that's why it's so important to me. That's why every time I learn something every day. As a human being, you don't stop learning. So that's why it's so very important to me. It's so dear to my heart. Once again, I'm going to truly miss you, each and every last one of you all. I hope to see you again in some other classes. Thank you, Professor Page. This has been a great class. I was worried at first, but hey, I made it through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all have a wonderful, wonderful semester, this new semester coming up. And I wish you happy, 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 happy holidays if I don't see a lot of you all. Goodbye, and thank you once again.